I want to show you guys what happens when you pray, listen, and obey. Let's check it out. Hey everybody, thank you so much for catching this video. We are going to be doing an unboxing. Normally when people do unboxings, they're doing an unboxing because they have sponsors and they got to say something because somebody decided to pay for their feed or whatever it may be. Ours is going to be a little bit different, primarily because we are going to be unboxing something that we were able to purchase primarily because we had someone give us funds. I guess it's kind of the same, but maybe a little more. So first thing I want to bring out to you guys that we were able to purchase is the shameless plug. I already opened it because I was so excited, but it's a camera monitor. This is great. The reason why this is great is because right now I'm looking at a very small square on the camera that we have, and it's actually really difficult to see if I'm in the center, if I need to move over, and sometimes I may be looking at the camera and I'm like squinting, like you can see right now, like I'm squinting. I'm squinting right now. You see it? You see it in my vision? So we were able to get this monitor, and this is going to help us be able to see, are we centered? Do we have to adjust our lighting? All of that stuff in a HD screen that's going to be able to display where we're at. So as I said before, yep, we got a little shader. We got the actual HD screen. I'm not going to plug it in, but a real cool testimony. So when I purchased this, I thought that it was going to come with its own DC cord. So I thought that it was going to come with its own DC cord, and it did not. It did not come with its own DC cord. It actually came with this, and I looked back at the Amazon order, and it said batteries not included. So I was able to get this, but then earlier this week, after I had already purchased it, I was able to find a cord. That's right, a nice little DC cord that actually works. It's the right voltage and everything. It also came with this nice little HDMI. It goes from the major one to the macro one. The camera that we have actually uses a smaller one, and years ago, I actually felt encouraged to buy this, which actually is going to take it and be able to connect to our camera through our HDMI cable and lock it up. We got some mounting stuff here for the HDMI cable to lock in place and everything like that. So this is huge because this is actually going to help us with a lot of our online Bible studies, a lot of our online podcasts and videos that we're going to start doing soon as we get funding and everything like that. And yeah, so that's really awesome. Let's praise God for that he was able to provide this, the funds to be able to receive this. So real quick, pray, listen, obey. I say that a lot, but when I was talking with our partners that actually helped fund us to be able to, just like the funds that they gave us did more than just buy these few things. There's a lot more things that it was able to do. And I was just explaining to them how perfect God's timing was, and they just agreed, and they were just saying how they just felt like God was saying it's time to pour into our family, and we were able to do a lot of things for our family as well as for the ministry that God has placed on our heart. So it's really awesome when people actually pray, listen, obey, because as you can see, when we thanked them and we told them, hey, like your giving is doing this, this, and this, and this, they just gave glory to God. And that is a major, major thing for us. We really want people to understand that this whole thing goes nowhere, does nothing without the move of God. So anytime you're considering, even after you watch this video, if you're like, man, like I want to be a part of what they're doing, or you feel inclined to do so, stop, pray, listen, obey. It's very important. All right. So moving on, we have a tablecloth. That's right. We have a nice black tablecloth. This is going to have a dual purpose. The first purpose that is going to serve initially probably will be right in here in the studio in Ginger Pan Studios, where we are going to be filming our cooking class. Our cooking Bible study, and we're also going to be filming some other Bible studies that we have, and this is going to help us get more of a professional look and also make it clean and crisp when we're editing all that stuff. It's going to be a nice thing. And shameless plug, since we're talking about the tablecloth, we also have this wonderful table, brand new, just got here today, just like this other stuff in the box. This table actually adjusts different heights, so it's going to help us be able to do our shows inside the studio, and also when we hit the street and we do our month-to-month outreach called Taste and See. That was really difficult to say, so I'm going to say that again. The table is actually going to help us do our once-a-month outreach called Taste and See. I keep wanting to say once a mouth. Anyway, all right. Next up, we have a tripod. That's right. We bought a second tripod because, one, we realized we want to make more shots like this so we can have different angles going in different directions. So right now I have three different angles of shots going on, but two of these things are not actual what you would consider a standalone camera. So we have a webcam over here. This is one of my first purchases at Ginger Pan. Over here we have my cell phone, and right here we have our main camera. So that being said, we have this tripod to be able to in hopes to be able to get different angles and shots with like our webcam, or maybe even with the cell phone. I'm going to get a little better at cleaning up this shot and things like that. But this is also hoping to be able to purchase a second camera. So if you go on our website right now and you go to our Pray, Listen, Obey, and you go to the section where it shows you all the resources that we're actually trying to purchase, one of the things that we're trying to purchase right now, the second camera, is the Sony. I'm going to probably mess this up, but you know what? I'll just put it down here because I can look later. So the camera that we're trying to get it's a Sony camera, and basically it's a mirrorless camera, which basically we can have attachments and things and get deeper shots and blur the background when we're doing music videos or videos outdoors and things like that. So that being said, this is our kind of like, all right, we're going to believe in faith that we're getting a second camera at some point, whether it's through our ability, through me working, or it's through people partnering up with us and giving us the funds to do so. All right, so tripod, we'll be ready. And then last but certainly not least, we got some storage containers. Okay, so these storage bins are going to be primarily used to house a lot of our TNT equipment. So we have a lot of, for those of you that don't know, TNT is our Tori's Noodles and Tea. Basically, TNT is basically let's all take a moment of silence to just think about what just happened there. Basically, TNT is, TNT, we're going to be hosting Taste and See, which are that month word is really hard, man. So what these are for TNT. We're going to have a lot of our equipment and things and seasonings and all that stuff stored on our little shelf here in the studio. It's also going to allow us to be able to have placement for things when we do our Taste and See events. Our Taste and See events is basically going to be doing once a month, where we have an opportunity for 100 people to get a free meal made by us. We're going to go out there and we're just going to have the plates ready. We're going to accept donations, but there's not going to be any real pressure to do so. We'll just have like a video playing of who we are, what we're doing, and also who we represent, God. So it's definitely going to be ministry. Anyway, wanted to let you guys know that that's what these are for. I wanted to do this unboxing to let you guys also know that we are moving forward, okay? So the train of TNT is moving forward. There's nothing else in the box, and we are really excited for even these little things. We actually were able to put in another order today for some other things, so I may or may not do a box reveal for that one, an unboxing for that one, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So this is the heart behind Pray, Listen, Obey. We really want people to understand, like, we really want God to get the glory for this. We don't want anyone to say, well, I saw this video and I was compelled to give, so I gave because Kelly said so. And we don't want to be people to be like, well, the only reason they're able to do this is because I'm the one that decided to give them the money. I'm the one that decided to give them the money to do so. or because we have some persuasive talk. Like whatever it may be, we really want people to understand and to see God move in their life. And that being said, we just want you guys to understand, like when you go to our website, that's why we have multiple options of giving. Like you don't have to necessarily just give money, which it helps, don't get me wrong, but you can look at giving resources. You can look and see like, okay, they're trying to buy plastic bags so that they can put their to-go plates in and hand them to people so they can carry them home. They're trying to buy chopsticks or a bunch of tea. Like there's different things that we're trying to purchase that's going to help us to be able to get our foot in the door of people's hearts and be able to minister the gospel to them right here in California where we're at. God has really shown me how to deal with me on a lot of things, and I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but I really want you guys to understand, like, God's really showing me a different side of him in the sense of what I expected to happen when we left everything we knew. But he's just showing me like there's work to do, and he can trust me and whoever else is meant to partner with us. He can trust us to get it done. And that's why we're being called to this situation and this circumstance and us to be able to go through all these different things. So all that being said, I wanted to reveal that unboxing. Special shout out. You know who you are. I'm not going to put you on blast on here because I haven't actually asked you if you wanted to be put on blast. But you know who you are, so if you see it, man, thank God for you. And I'm so glad that your response was, we just did what the Lord said to do, because that's the heart behind it all. We just want people to understand God is running this whole thing, and whatever he wants to get done, we can join in it or we can watch it happen. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, we out.